Did you know that your business could go through a midlife crisis? Now, we've heard this terminology used in relation to people, and it's generally the stereotypical middle-aged man buys a convertible and dates a 20-year-old woman. But it's important to understand that similar factors in our lives can affect the business itself. You see, the business is not an inanimate object. It's a living, breathing, evolving entity because it's made up of people, made up of you, the business owner. So it's important to understand that it can often go through levels of crisis. So in this video, we're going to talk about the 3 levels of the midlife crisis for your business. With level 1 being you've peaked early, level 2 being you've hit the roadblock, and level 3, you've changed, you've evolved and you've grown. So let's explore how we identify those now. So often when we've come to a head and we've stopped, our business is stagnate, we're not really sure how to identify why that's happening, or even if it is happening, we get so deep within this business that we lose track of it. So this framework can be used to help you identify roughly where your business is at and what you might need to bring in to make that change. So the level 1 is you've peaked early, and it means just that. You've come out hard and fast, you've smashed it, and now everything's just stopped. You're basically just treading water, you've got no new ideas, you can't replicate or duplicate what you've just done, and basically your business is heading to the end. Now, the diagnosis of that is you need to let go of what you did before and you need to develop a new formula. So something needs to evolve here. So there needs to be a new formula. Stop trying to replicate what you did before because it's obviously not working anymore. And then you need to understand that the current business as it stands just won't cope. So there's going to need to be some change involved with that too. Level number 2 is you've hit a roadblock. So this is a good indication that something needs to change, and we're not always open to that. But that's what leads to that new realization that we need. So the business has stopped. We need to do something different. It's just not working anymore. Okay, so you need to then take a step back and look at, well, what needs to change within the structure itself, whether it's we need to bring in a new product or service to complement or to override what we're doing at the moment. And you need to develop a new direction, make it new and improved. So the roadblock means that, guys, you just need to push forward with something else. And the 3rd level is basically you've changed, you've grown, or something about you yourself as the business owner has changed. So you're no longer in alignment with what you're doing for the reason of that business. So therefore that we now understand that the business needs to change, and it might need a restructure, it might need to develop a completely new direction and a new strategy. And the important thing to understand is, well, now how do you manage that change? What do you need now to bring into this business to pull yourself back into alignment with what you're doing and why? Because remember, maybe what you started the business 3 or 5 years ago, those reasons have now changed. Your life circumstances have now changed. So therefore, it's not insane to think that maybe that the business itself needs to change along with that as well. So use this as a framework to kind of help you take a step back and evaluate where your business might be at the moment if you're stuck and if you're struggling in that stage. It's good to kind of give yourself an idea of what needs to happen to help you move forward. It's not impossible to do, but it's definitely something that every business needs to go through. Okay, so now you've got the 3 stages to look at to help you identify if your business is currently stuck in a midlife crisis. And those 3 stages are you've peaked early, you've hit a roadblock, or you've simply changed and outgrown the business as it is now. And now these are all very normal things. A lot of us go through it. I've been through it myself, but there are ways out of it as long as you identify it early and start taking that positive action to change. So I'd love to hear where you're at the moment in your business. So feel free to send me a message, drop a comment here, or give me a call and we can have a chat about where your business is right now and how we can evolve it to that next stage.